Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shaq Nasty Plays Europa Universalis 4. There is the Ethiopia campaign, and some good news. Got some really good news. If you've not seen the last couple episodes, go back and watch them. We've expanded a lot, and now we're the Mamlukes. We're actually moving forward. We are at war now, and I probably should be on the other side. Did Hajjaz not get called into my war? No, they did. So I should probably really be on the other side trying to get Hajjaz out. That would probably be the smarter move than to do this. But I also need to take as much stuff as I can before the Mamluks decide to peace out of that war with the Ottomans. Send in the infantry. Infantry combat ability, awesome. Could use some extra. Yemen is coming down now. Good for Yemen. Hey, Cohen UK, how's it going, man? Let's push these guys forward as much as we can. Ability loses 10 influence, fine with it. Yep, that's my worry right now is... Yeah, okay, so they're all over there. And Ottomans are pushing in this way. That's my worry is the Ottomans are going to peace out without destroying any troops over here. And it's going to end up being me taking out the Mamluks' entire army by myself. Yeah, this is the institutions update, Cohen, man. It's look at it right here. We can see the institutions spread, at least for here, with the different colors, and our dark, ugly yellow showing we don't have any except for feudalism. The red showing they don't even have feudalism. The light green showing they have feudalism and the Renaissance. And if you were able to see up here, you'd be able to see a dark green showing they have colonialism as well. And there's this one over here showing it too. So let's go ahead and get back to this. Sarha Nubia. Let's take these guys into Aswan. Yeah, that's my concern right now is that while I'm up here messing around in Mamlukian lands, the Mamluks are just gonna start taking everything I own. And I can't do anything because of the fort right here. I got the right army on it though, the 4 stack. So we've conquered Aswan. And they're just going to come up and de-siege all this stuff. 8.1, 30. I think we could take all of them, honestly. What are they at? They're at Militech 9. Not does a 9 give them tactics and combat width. Yeah, and I know it spreads a lot faster, and I've been trying to use my monarch points the best of my ability, honestly. Like, I still am not quite familiar with institutions, and I'm still in this mindset that your monarch points are technology generators. That's all they are. So I have to sort of readjust my mindset and how I play this game a little bit. Good lord. Okay, yeah, now that's 30,000 down there. It's gonna be really shitty to fight this army head on. Grow the cities, attract serfs, lose 1 base tax. No, I can't deal with lowered morale right now. Yep. See, this is what we should have done. We should have done LA Bourbon first. Colonize Marusha. Probably. Develop north in the highlands and the institutions spread from outside. And yeah, thanks for the tip, man. I'll have to do that. I'll have to definitely get on that. So I think colonize Mauritius, not a bad idea. I could definitely use the increased gain there. What I wanted to do, I wanted to go for... I can't even get to Cape still. So I'd have to go for Swellendam or Grafrene. So let's go ahead and let's focus over here. And 24, 35, 36. So all together they have about as much as we do. And I have a feeling this is going to cause them to move. Yep. It's going to cause me to move. No, never mind. Okay, stay. Never. Fuck me. Alright, take your asses back. I thought I was going to have to chain war there for a second. And say, I know they don't have they don't have anything in stock, and I don't know why. Oh, because of my capital fort over here. It's one thing that still annoys me about the game is the fact that where are they marching to? They're marching over here. New World Company has expired. We can go get this back. Over here in the States, Battle of the Red Sea. Awesome. We destroyed Hejaz's ships. Yeah, I know it slows the institution process, man. That's just, you know, it just makes you need to colonize more land and more, or have your institutions spread more and more to do better. But, you know, conquering is part of this game. That's, you know, a huge bit of it. So I have to move a little bit and conquer. Local traders demand aid. Yep, I'm sorry, I can't give you 100 ducats. I do not have the money for that. So if I can at least control these 5 that I have claims on, I'll be happy. But it's not looking like a good idea right now. Let's see if we can take these 14 up here to help out with us on this fort. And that was my big worry, would be running into one here. Luckily, though, it looks like we're winning. Yep. Awesome. They only had 1 galley anyway, so... I really love to see Aswan. I really love to see Aswan. I love to see the Mamlukes, you know, turn around and try to come for me. Like, you know, come straight for me. But it looks like they're going to try to march around and take back some of this land that the Ottomans have gone after. So that's nice. Hopefully, though, what I'm really hoping is being able to, after this war, being able to rest on my laurels for a bit once we take some of the institution stuff here. Yeah, it's present all the way out here now, so once we take these 4, it should start, you know, waterfalling into our territory. Alright, so the 28 stack of Ottomans up there. We have all of this now, which is good, which is really good. Hejaz probably doesn't want peace yet. Nope. They're not. I mean, they'd probably consider it. I really love to take at least a part of Hejaz, though. Let's see if I can do that. See if I can try to find part of Hejaz that we want to take. So we have claims here. We have a claim here. We don't have a claim here, but I'd still like to take that, just so we can have connected land. 64, 53. I really don't want a... And I'm not going to do that. I don't want a... Could have co-belligerented Hejaz, I guess. That probably been the smart move, would be to co-belligerent Hejaz since they didn't have any other allies. Made taking land a lot cheaper. But I don't want to piss anyone. I don't want to piss that many people off right now. Like, I'm perfectly fine where my current aggressive expansion is. Hopefully the Ottomans doesn't take to Alexandria. I would be very pissed off if they do. If they don't take Alexandria, but they take her up to like Cairo and stuff, it might change how I do this war. Hopefully the Ottomans doesn't take any land. This is supposed to be a independence war for Cyprus. So, you know, but you know how the Ottomans are, you know how the AI is in general. I could definitely see the Ottomans taking some juicy land during this war. Alright, so he explored there. Let's go ahead and have him explore South Atlantic coast. Wish I had done that, a little bit sooner, but it's whatever. Because we missed colonialism there. We had to wait for England or Scotland one to get it. Whoever has Lothian right now. I can't fabricate any more on Hejaz, can I? Yeah, no. Darn. Yeah, that's all. I'm glad they kept that, honestly. I'm glad they kept that part of the war mechanics. I wouldn't say it makes the game any easier. It definitely makes it more realistic, though. Right. So, what do we want from the Mamlukes? What I would like is everything we have a claim on. So it's that, and we don't have a claim on Sarah. So do I really want Sarah? Maybe. I also think that war reps would be good, and all of their money. I also love to see some release nations. Is Palmyra a province? I don't think so. I don't think Palmyra is a province, Cohen. I can look, though. Let's look here. And nothing in the Syria area that would point to Palmyra. It might be the name of one of the cities down here. I don't know. It's Arabia. So I don't know. We can control that now. I don't know where the Ottoman army is. I don't know if there is an Ottoman army anymore. There's still 36,000 troops kicking around here somewhere between them all, so there must still be some sort of army. Let's go in here to Hejaz, though. I'd really like to see the Ottomans and Cyprus peace out before I do anything. Because these couple over here really don't matter to me. I can go and make peace with Hejaz much quicker than I can. Anyone else? Actually, no, let's send this troops down here. Let's send this 15 stack down here. We can have them take out the Hejaz army and try to push back over here. And like I said, I want to see a peace treaty between the Ottomans and the Mamluks. Once Kebab is out of the war, we'll know what we can and what we cannot take. Like if they take up to Cairo, I want Alexandria. Like end of story, I want Alexandria. Because I don't have to fight the Ottomans for Alexandria and Antioch and Constantinople eventually. Because I mean, I'd be willing to risk a coalition of nations down here who I could easily just steamroll through if it meant not having to fight the Ottomans. Like that's my biggest worry right now is fighting the Ottomans. Can I still map some hedges? I can, can't I? No, 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 yes. Question is, do I want to still map some hedges? Yeah, go ahead and still Persia. Oh, wow, nice. Timurids are looking really healthy. Really, Timuridy, I guess. Alright, so what are we looking at here? 21%, that's going to be slow. See if we can send these guys just down into Herrera's Highlands. Not worried about it. Do I want to roll another general? Yeah, that's fine. 16 November, 15 November into October. See if we can push into October instead. 19 and 13. Are they actually gonna... No, they're not. Okay. 21 November and 22 November. Right, they're locked into October. We'll move into October 2. I should be... No, I'll be getting the negative. Yeah, crap. Because there's not a fort there. Oh, well. Merchant defects. No, let's just gain mercantilism with absent merchant. I could care less. Couldn't care less, rather. About a little bit of trade power. Ilay Bourbon can become a state. Oof. Yeah, why not? And Mauritius still doesn't have anything. And I can invest in theocracy. No, I have one more year. I'm not going to be spending that much on it. And honestly, I'd really consider waiting until the institutions got down to me before I did that too. Family ties, 10 Diplo power, and Arena likes me a little bit more. Good, it'll make him easier to annex. And I think I want diplomatic tech as well. I don't want to take the idea just yet. Right, they're just going to let me across down here, which is fine with me. And I'll start meeting myself up in the middle. West Pacific, so now you can do West Pacific Coast, I'm assuming, or South Indian Ocean or whatever. I don't really care one way or the other. I just want you out and finding stuff. I move into the fort here. Okay, Mamlukes pieced out, it looks like. Mamlukes pieced out, that means I need to start looking out, at least piecing out Hejaz. Will they take... Okay. Nope, clear that offer. They will not even take a white piece. Maybe after they control one fort they will. Because I think the Mamluks are in a pretty rough shape right now. They are, to say the least. Although we are about the same army-wise. We have about the same size between the three of us. Hejaz, myself, and the Mamluks. And it worries me that and I'm losing it because of attrition due to siege and arid. And I hate how attrition's working these days. It seems like a lot of stuff got significantly worse, and attrition is one of them. Like, my entire manpower is being drained every single war now. He can go down there, I don't care. I think I'd rather have him further away from me anyway. But with this, I do think that this is a fine piece still. We'll take what we can. We'll start claiming everything around this. Take the money. I would love Humiliate as well, but I don't want the truce to be that long. Like, I want a much shorter truce than a full, 15 years. Right. So I think a couple more provinces in Hejaz will break. I mean, they're about to lose another galley. Yep, there we go. Battle of the Gulf of Suez. And getting 12,000 people out of the war is no joke either. Okay, Mamluks are now coming back down. Looks like they're going into Quasar. That's going to stop them in their tracks anyway, so... So let's see if we can piece out these beautiful people yet. Because they were right there at the cusp last time. Nope, 34 and 34. Let's see if we can get... Let's go ahead and have them march them down here. No, they can't reach down here. Right. Hejaz, sue for peace. You know what? Yeah, I'm fine with white peace. Perfectly fine with that. It means getting 11,000 troops out of the war. Now the fight is between 28,000 and about 32,000. Mamluks are going to be taking some of their land back, which is rather unfortunate. But, yep, still a little early on for my taste on that. So yeah, they'll be taking some of their land back, but we will be able to probably get there before they take back even fully take back the fort at least. Especially if we can, knock that 6,000 off and have them go do something else. And then take these two up to the fort. It's going to suck. It really is, just because of all the attrition that's going to happen on the way up there. I don't think I can ask the nobles for any manpower yet. Nope. Ooh, 14 more years. Jesus Christ. What is the cooldown on that? I gotta give them more land anyway, but 14 more years. Wow. Give them some low development land in the middle. I think they should be happy with that. Hey, that 6,000 is in there. It's a coastal desert, so there's going to be no sort of defender penalty. I'll get 23,000. Lost Corey. It's coming on the occupation of Yemen. Wow, Yemen, you're doing some hard work there, buddy. 2,000 troops. Good for you. I do think I want you to wait in Halib. Okay, we scared him off of the province. That's nice. Yeah, I'm fine with letting them get out of here. Scare them off, keep them on the run, and just keep these two armies grouped up. I don't think that Yemen is going to want to do anything. I don't think they're going to want to make peace with me just quite yet. Yeah, nah. They don't care. War has not been going on long enough. I didn't march into Al-Qadif, which like I should have, and take, or an Al-Aqaf, and took Yemen proper, which would have been the smart move. We might take the liberate. I might look up what the Pearl of the Nile does. What the Pearl of the Nile event does. Because if I liberate Yemen, I get that event. I liberate Alexandria, I get that event rather. And if it's like, oh, you get claims on all Egyptian land you have, then yeah, I'll take the mission for it and the achievement for it, or the event for it. I don't know what else it would do. And it would be really, really hellish to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fairly large, high development provinces without having claims on them. Right. So I think attacking Cairo is my next best move. And just hoping that we can survive. So I think it's Pearl of the Nile is what the name. Ethiopia occupied Minya. We'll probably occupy Fatum. Can't go into Fatum, but I can go into Wayat. I think after Wayat, Mauritius, oh well. Liberate Alexandria. It is the faithful liberated and the Pearl of the Mediterranean. Want me to play as Ethiopia, man? I don't know. I like playing weirder countries. I've been playing a lot of multiplayer with some friends off stream and off of YouTube. And I just kind of picked Ethiopia randomly because I know they had a lot of update with Mare Nostrum. And a lot of shit happened then. But I don't know, just, it's a really interesting person to play as in Africa. Like, there's not a lot of really interesting nations in Africa aside from the Mamlukes and Morocco. Like, Northern Africa, yeah, because you're right there with the Europeans all the time and the Ottomans. But other than that, I mean, you can get, playing as Ethiopia gets pretty interesting. Playing as Congo. I don't know if it's still interesting, but it used to be. The Pearl of the Mediterranean. Let's go ahead and look at this. Coptic events. conquest events. The Holy Heart of blank. Holy Heart of blank. The Pearl of the Mediterranean. Meantime, the dates won't happen. Every non-Coptic province of Agrippa owned by this country gets the modifier the faithful liberated for 10 years, giving the following effect: +2 missionary strength. Every Coptic country gets the event the Pearl of the Mediterranean, which just gives stuff to... It gives additional missionary strength. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that. Like, it's nothing that big. Party Ethiopian. Really good empire until the Soviets backed a rebel group that ruined everything and started internal wars, genocides. Okay, dude, I'm so glad I met you then. The emperor... The last emperor of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, is that how you pronounce his name? I've been trying to figure out how to pronounce his name for the longest time now. And I really want to figure it out. Because I feel less, I feel pretty bad when I'm trying to say his name and reference it to something. So, but yeah, Ethiopia has a crazy cool history, in my opinion, as a Coptic nation, as, you know, probably the jewel of Africa. Right, so Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie? Is that right? Haile Selassie the First. Awesome. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so looking at it, though, I'm not going to be taking Alexandria in this war. See what I can get, though. No, they don't want to give me that. Yeah, I understand. It's, current peace offer, demands exceed war score, yada, yada, yada. But I'm taking Cairo. Like, if I thought I could march into Alexandria and be safe, I can't. I need 12,000 men, and I'm going to need more in the end because of this siege and losing 1% every month, basically. Then marching into Al-Suez. And then I guess probably Ras Gareb is where they're going to march to next. Yeah. And let them march around, let them play. I'm gonna sit here because if I move, the one in Alexandria is gonna take it back. I almost want to go down there though and knock them out. I have more than they do, and I'm not getting any stronger really. And spare no expense. I can take the inflation for extra Diplo power. Alright, let's take this. Extra little combat width is nice. The Derg, the rebel leader who ruined the last African empire, smothered the emperor with a pillow in his sleep because history has always proved that the emperor could always call the old allies and get the UN to get his country back. Yeah, and he was one of the original founders of the League of Nations, and the really pushed for African unity too. Like I'm a huge history buff. That's why I played this game mainly. Is like history is my thing, and so it's really cool to me to think about all that. And it sucks. Like his death was very, very unfortunate. Like it was a horrible thing that the Soviets, led basically. And I don't wish that upon anybody, but yeah, it's just. Right, so they've occupied China now. Let's look at this. They still won't take it. It's probably because they probably think they're making gains or some shit. Right, -7. I can't move off this province now. I've passed the point of no return. So if they take any more land, I'm going to have to wait to get it back. And wait until Cairo falls. Like, honestly, I probably shouldn't have moved off of it when this army was being attacked. I just couldn't lose this army. 14. Good job, Inaria, dude. Coming through for me, bruh. 28. It's so suspenseful right now. This is as far as I've ever gotten in an Ethiopian campaign. In my multiplayer campaign, I've had one war with the Mamlukes, and it ended sort of inconclusively. I think I white pieced out. The rival, and pro prestige. I'm happy to share what I know with you, and thank you for playing my broken empire. Without the emperor, Africa is now incomplete. Corruption and chaos in the King of Morocco isn't really that reliable to help the continent. Yeah, and that's really unfortunate. Like, there are so many beautiful African cultures and nations, and one, it's a shame they don't get noticed, and two, it's a shame what a lot of Western influence has done in Africa. I mean, or no, any Western influence, Soviet influence mainly. I'd lose 2,000 manpower. I'm already 13,000 down. Oh well. The Mamluks want peace now. Let's see what they're offering. Cede Axan, Salkin, Halib, and Berber. Pay money. I don't want that. I want war reps too, I think. Please tell me I'm claiming war reps. Yeah. I want war reps too. This is all I need. We're close, bro. We're very close. We're close to being, together on this. Sought support of the clergy. Mission in the New World. Diet held. New World missions in Ethiopia. Fully Elan has expired. The Fully Elan one sucks, but Fully Elan was nice. I think I'm going to do all of these again, though. I've been considering drafting ships for war. Early corrects are nice. No, I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait, though, to get a regular one. The Siege of Cairo is over. And now they will give me anything I want. Yep, that's nice. 29. Yeah, taking anything more than this would be pretty dumb, in my opinion. 48, I think, is fine. Mamluks will release Togord as a sovereign state all the way over there. I want to, just to make Mamluks weaker, but I don't think I can. I don't want them to revoke any cores. I'd rather them have fights with and hate the Ottomans more than anything, so. Awesome, though. It's good. That was a good war. Really good for us. Let's get it back over here. Let's lick our wounds, in all honesty. We're going to have to. We really have to lick our wounds on this one and hold up for it. Though, also, I was thinking about it. I don't want to take the admin tech just yet. We have some nations now where Renaissance is present, and it's going to start going up a lot faster now that, it's 0.52 per month now that nearby friendly province has the Renaissance. And the spread modifier is really good, so let's focus on that. Focus on getting the Renaissance and taking at least, a good chunk of that malice off, the 50% malice. I think Berber was the last one. Yeah, Berber. Nubia, the kingdom that fought off Rome, rivaled and conquered Egypt itself, is now where Sudan and South Sudan are. Its people are now essentially slaves to the warlords who started the Civil War. Fun fact, the two people who started the Civil War are neighbors in Kenya and both live on $12 million mansions. Yeah, definitely a fun fact. That's crazy interesting, man. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that, dude. Though I think I'm going to end this episode here. I think it's been about 30 minutes. Feels like it's been 30 minutes. So, since we have won our war versus the Mamluks, we'll end the episode and we'll start back up again after this and figuring out what we can do from here. See you guys soon.